Hey Rick, this is Brianna from James Shaw's. So I'm just reaching out. I'm sure you know I've started doing the digital marketing game. I started my own digital real estate company called Chipmunk SEO. The important thing about my company is even though I'm just kind of starting out, I have the tools and tricks of the trade from people pulling in 9 figures a year, and that's always done as a percentage of the services they're bringing their customers. The tools and skill set that I'd be utilizing to help you has brought in $400,000 plus revenue for one customer in a 2 month time period. So it's really out there and possible for you to start seeing an increase in customers and an increase in business. I definitely want to help make that happen. I know you guys care about the integrity and the quality of your work, and that's what's important. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. With Google, the important thing, priority on your website is content. And as far as content, Google likes to see 1,500 words to start on the homepage. As you can see, your homepage is pretty bare. I know you said you only spent about 20 minutes on it, but again, that's because you're the business owner. You're trying to be out there getting these projects done and making that money and stuff happen for the company. It's a little harder to sit down and learn all the different tricks that can be done to maximize your website. But that's one thing that Google is going to be looking at is how much content you have. Content is more than just the words on your page. It's also the images and what those images are saved as for file names. So out of the 1,500 words of content you want on your homepage, you also want to be targeting keywords. And the keywords are how people are going to find you on Google, right? So if I'm looking up home remodel in Anchorage, you can see that there's this map pack that pulls up. These companies are appearing here because they have something called citations. And citations are online directories like Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages, etc. Angie's List is another one. Those directories contain these companies' information from their phone number, their address, their website, all of that information. And the more accurate it is, and the more citations you have, the more likely you're going to be popping up here first. But from those keywords going down, the first company that pulls up is actually Grayling Construction. I've noticed that Avalanche does not pop up anywhere on the first page. So starting out, obviously it's going to be a little while for you to work up through the ranking, but you want these tips so that you can actually pull that weight up there. So I'm using Grayling Construction as one of your competitors. Knowing I've spoken with James, you're interested in getting into the window game as well. Obviously, I feel the same way. We need to knock out Renewal by Anderson, right? So I put them as another competitor, and I actually showed window replacement as the keyword search for customers. And of course, we've got ads. You can ignore ads. Those are paid for, and a lot of people have ad blockers, so they're not even going to see these ads. So it's honestly not worth your money to waste to put on those at all. We see the map pack. First thing popping up is Renewal by Anderson, of course. We go down, and these are some more citation sites, right? Those are just online directories for companies, including the Yelp right there. But the first actual company website that comes up in Alaska is Renewal by Anderson. So those are our competitors, all right? So we've got Grayling Construction, and we've got the Renewal by Anderson. As it currently stands, we've seen that you don't have very many keywords or just content on the website at all. Not knocking you for 20 minutes. This is honestly impressive work. So I want to show you the competitors' sites for Grayling Construction. They actually don't have that 1,500 word count that you want for content on their homepage either. It's obviously a lot more cleaned up and customized. They spent a little bit more time on it. And that may be because actually I'm not even seeing that they're through a marketing company. So yeah, someone just spent the time to go through and do this. That's no biggie. Going over to our Renewal by Anderson, they've got a lot more content. Obviously, they've been around a while. They're a big predatory name brand company out there, but even they still don't have 1,500 words. So that's a chance for you to outrank them on Google. I want to show you a tool that I use to actually go more in depth to the websites. So this is called Ahrefs, and I enter in your main homepage domain site, and it shows that you have 2 backlinks and 1 referring domain. So you only have 1 citation or online directory that has your information. A way to compete with your competition that you've got is to actually utilize this and go and add your information into the referring domains that they have on their pages, which is simple enough to do. But from that domain, there's 2 different pages in that domain that links customers to you. You're only ranking for 3 keywords right now. As you can see, I'm not going to do that upgrade for right now, but Avalanche construction, probably Avalanche and possibly construction are going to be the keywords that you're appearing for, but it's minimal. You want a lot more than 3 keywords showing up on your website. Honestly, you want to start with about 15. So you need to think about what keywords you want to use. And the more you tailor those keywords to the customers you're trying to get, the more likely you're going to be to outrank, Renewal by Anderson. If you're trying to put keywords on your website for window repair, window replacement, that's going to help you stand a chance against Renewal and work your way into the window industry. If you want to keep focused on construction, obviously you want to be using construction keywords. So from this one site here that's using 2 different pages to bring you customers and your 3 keywords that customers can find you online by, you're getting an organic traffic of 5. That's really minimal. It's something that's easily done to change. Obviously, you've got a lot of work that can be done on your site. If we go over here to Grayling Construction, you can see they've got more traffic coming. They're first on Google for that home remodel, but they're getting that 13 organic. So even that's not a lot. They have more keywords than you, though. They've also got a lot more referring domains. They have 451 web pages on 62 different domains that are showing up. So like I said, get more citations. You only have 1. You want to go and add your information and get the citations and backlinks for these sites too. And the more on target for your niche, your specialty, the more Google's going to be hiring on the ranking for you. You don't want to be linking with Pizza Hut or something ridiculous like that. It needs to be related to your industry. Going over here to Renewal by Anderson, the big giant, look at that. They're getting 50.1 thousand organic traffic. That's a lot of people coming in and clicking on their site, but they've got tens of thousands of organic keywords, referring domains, and backlinks. So a good way to compete is you can actually set up backlinks so you can have different pages on your own website. Like here, the About, you can have the About linking over to some of your services. That would create backlinks. You get the citations set up. Those are my tips. I would advise you to just work on adding more content, making sure that those are authentic sentences and phrases that are custom to your site, and making sure you're increasing what keywords you're using depending on what industry you want to go into. If you have any other questions about this, I'm obviously more than happy to meet up with you or take a phone call anytime. My number is going to be 907-205-7209, and the company I have, a digital marketing agency, is Chipmunk SEO. If you want to see any reviews or possibly previous work done using the same methods I'm discussing, I'd be more than happy to show you some references. I'd love to hear back from you. I hope you can utilize this and make those changes and start working your way up on Google. I have high hopes for your company. So thank you for your time. I hope you have a great night.